Greetings, everyone. It is Isaac Wells, the voice of Internet's Skeletor. You're watching Dragonfire Entertainment. And remember, listening to a podcast before bedtime is the adult version of story time. Until we meet again.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome to What's Your Poison. As always, I'm Wildman Wes. Today, it's going to be something a little bit different. Normally, we do a lot of beer reviews on here, but beer isn't the only alcohol in the world, as we know. And with Valentine's Day, there's a lot of things that go with it. Whether it be flowers, wine, candy, cards, someone being martyred for marrying people, in secrecy. Now, Wes, we've talked about this. I'm sorry, censors, I just couldn't resist that one. But anyways, one of the top leading things in sales when it comes to Valentine's Day, other than flowers, is chocolate. So I decided to do something with chocolate and wine for What's Your Poison today. And we have from Uncorked Chocolate in Greenville, South Carolina, their chocolate truffles that are wine infused. Now, just to let everybody know, these are not ABV'd, so there's no alcohol in these, but they are infused with wine grapes. So we have, first off, we have these Cabernet Sauvignon, and then we also have the Rosé. So we're going to try them out separately by themselves, and I figured we're also going to be doing it with a pairing of wine. And the wines that I have here are the Cabernet from Sutter Home, as well as the Rosé from Black Box. So, let's get started, shall we? Alright, these truffles are rather large. I mean, I kind of like that, because, it's like, there may not be, it feels like there's a lot of them in here, but, hey, we're just going to open this up, and, I can smell it already. I can smell a lot of dark chocolate on this one, so I didn't really read any of the description of these, but just judging by with what I know of wine from working for a wine distributor, I'm gonna have my own kind of thoughts and experience. So we're just gonna just throw that out there. Yeah, I'll pick it up later. Okay, so it definitely has a dark chocolate scent to it. It's kind of a mix between that and milk chocolate. So we're just gonna take a bite. Not as dark as I was thinking it was going to be. Definitely very creamy. There definitely is a dark red flavor profile to this, very much like a Cabernet. And that being said, we're going to have the rest of this with a little bit of some wine. All right, let's try it. Yeah, the Cabernet definitely accentuates the dark flavor of the chocolate. I'm just going to wash the rest of this down. And it also pairs well with the wine itself, because then that chocolatey flavor coats the wine that is going down, and it's just, I like that. So hey, we're off to a good start on this one. So we'll be right back, and then we're going to try out the Rosé style of the chocolate and the Black Box wine, so stick around. Alright, now we're going to try out the Rosé. I did get a chance to look at the back of the bags, and on the Cabernet it does say black fruit, spices, and high tannins for the flavor profile. On the Rosé, we're going to have red fruit, citrus, and melon. So definitely a complete 180 on this. So time to open this up, and we're gonna see what we get with this one. Okay, obviously very, very milk chocolatey on this one. It smells very sweet, and okay. Definitely getting a tart and even sweetness of the melon on the mouthfeel right away. The citrus definitely hits the back end, so definitely even balanced. I like that. Now it's time to have a little bit of this Rosé with the rest of this chocolate. All right, round two. Cheers. For the pairing of the chocolate and wine for Rosé, for my palate, I'm not so sure, because with the citrus and melon mixed in with the chocolate and then the rosé itself, it almost feels like the chocolate in the rosé overpowers the other notes in it, as well as the notes in the wine. Not saying it's a bad thing, it's just Your palate might like something more fruity and sweet at the same time, whereas mine, I'm kind of more of a slight fruit with a lot of darkness and a lot of just boldness. So either way, these both are really great. I recommend them if you're just wanting to have chocolate and have this wine flavor without having to have the alcohol, because there are people out there that are deciding to step away from alcohol, and that's perfectly all right, because you know what? Hey, alcohol's not for everybody, and you know what? Sometimes people don't need to have it. But I digress. When it comes to Valentine's Day, if you're wanting to have something that's wine-related but not necessarily wine, or if you're underage and can't really have a bottle of wine for your date tonight, get yourself some of these, because you want to know something? They're both delicious. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of What's Your Poison. If you've had these before, whether it be the chocolate or the wines, leave a thumbs up. And if you've had them and you don't necessarily agree with me, you can leave a thumbs down. I totally get it. Make sure you share on social media, but most importantly, let's get that heart and love going and pushing that little red button today. I mean, I figure with all this red, the only red shirt I had was Deadpool, so bear with me, folks. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes, and we will see you next time on What's Your Poison, or any of the other content we have here on Dragonfire Entertainment. Take care, happy Valentine's Day, and to all the single people out there, just because it's Valentine's Day doesn't mean you can't go out and have a little fun. And also, we at Dragonfire Entertainment love you, and we look forward to seeing you find the love you deserve. Cheers.